Okay, Kieran, so a dominating 3-0 performance against Bishops Lydeard. First of all, your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, just happy for us to get off to a winning start. I think that's the most important thing to start building momentum, to get the results on the board. Performance was good. I was probably bit disappointed with the first half performance. I think we had a little bit of a hangover from Tuesday night, as I probably expected, but 3-0 we were fairly comfortable throughout, but Bishop Lydeard were a very good side, and I'm sure they'll be up and around the top half of the table this season. They played some really good football, and they were a tough opposition, but a comfortable 3-0 win is probably the best way to describe it. I don't think Sam had too much to do. Back four were steady. Midfield three were creative, and our attacking options were good today as well.
And as the game went further into the second half, we seemed to dominate even more, but it seemed to fall apart in the final third, and we could have scored 4 or 5. Is that something that concerns you going into an important game like Winchester?
Yeah, I mean, we've obviously got the game Tuesday to think about just before the big FA Cup tie, but some days you have like that, to score 3 when you maybe could have had 4 or 5. Sometimes you can be disappointed, if I wanted to get really picky with it. But I was more disappointed with the intensity in our press without the ball, and our attitude with everything that we done defensively. We weren't aggressive enough. We weren't on the front foot enough in the first half, which I told the boys in the changing room. But in the final third, we still scored 3 goals. I'm disappointed maybe with a couple of one-on-one opportunities that lads squandered, but it's first game of the season. Results are the most important thing, and a clean sheet and 3-0 victory is something that I'll take into Tuesday any day of the week.
And Dan Kovacs pulled up in training with a little bit of an injury, and then obviously there was a challenge in the first half and he went off injured. Is he going to be available for Tuesday?
I think he was carrying a little bit of a knock. It was more impact from Tuesday in the warm-up. He was happy to play and wanted to. Maybe I should have made the call for him, but he was desperate to play, and then I think he got a little knock early on and come off. And to be honest, when Jamal came on, it probably suited us a little bit more to have 2 natural wide players with Jim and Jamal, and it allowed Wilbur in the middle to play a lot higher and to get higher on the ball up the pitch. And he created a lot today and scored a great goal. But hopefully Covs is not out for too long, and he'll probably miss Tuesday. But moving forward, I don't think it's going to be too a serious one. So hopefully he'll be back in the playing squad soon.
And there were lots of players that had really good games today. But is there a particular performance that stood out for you today?
Yeah, I think Wilbur will probably throughout the game get the man of the match, especially with his goal. But I know I don't like to tell him too much. But obviously, my brother was really good today, and he had a solid game, so he's probably up there as well with him and Wilbur. Those 2 were the standouts. I would say today. So he deserved his opportunity. Wilbur today, he missed the starting game on Tuesday in the FA Cup. So he didn't start then, but come on, done really well. So deserved opportunity today and took it with a dominating performance in midfield.
And as you touched on just there, obviously we've got Oldland Abertonians on Tuesday before the FA Cup game. Are you going to be having one eye on the FA Cup and resting a couple players, or are you going to be trying to push for 6 points in 2 games?
Yeah, I'm more interested in the league. I think you ask any manager at our level at the moment, I think they're more interested in where they're going to come in the Western League to how far they're going to progress in the FA Cup. The FA Cup for us is a nice bonus, and we've got through to the next round to have that free hit against Winchester, and I know the lads will be desperate to play, but I'll be going full strength on Tuesday as best I can with injuries and people having little knocks. I will have a little eye on the Winchester game, but that's almost a free hit for us, so I'm not too interested in that. But the league, as I said on Tuesday to the boys and to you afterwards, is the bread and butter, and it's brilliant to start the season with a clean sheet, 3 points, 3 goals, and then we'll have a good coach trip home as well.
And finally, obviously, first game, 3 points, as you just said. How much will that settle nerves in the team coming into this new season?
Yeah, I think obviously the signings that we made, people expect us to kick on this season, which I hope we do as well. But it's not going to happen overnight. I said in my programme notes on the home game, I think to manage the expectancies from the club, the fans, and the lads themselves as well is something that I've got to really get hold of. noticed in the first 15 minutes today, we went 1-0 up, and we sort of sat back off a little bit. That can't happen against teams that are gonna cause us problems. And Bishops Lydeard today went down to 10 men quite early on, so they couldn't push men forward. The game on Tuesday night against Oldland could be a completely different story, and if we start slow for that 15 minutes and don't play to our top level, then they could cause us an upset, or they could be a problem for us. I think a lot of people would expect us to go into a home game and win that, but we won't get anything for free this season. I've said it to the boys before the game today that we need to be at top level week in, week out, and as soon as we drop below that level, that's when we're going to get punished.